Should I do my own bookkeeping or should I get a bookkeeper? Thank you for joining me today. I am Dalton Green of Green Financial Online Inc., and this is Tax in 10. Today we will answer the question, should I do my own bookkeeping or hire a bookkeeper? Let's start with what a bookkeeper does for you. Number 1, the bookkeeper will make 2 reports for you. The first report is called a general ledger. This is a time-consuming document that records all transactions in and out of all bank and credit card accounts. Each transaction is labeled according to its designated expense heading. Each entry identifies the vendor name, the cost of the item, the GST and PST where applicable. For self-employed companies, this is all personal bank and credit card accounts. For corporations, because of shareholder loans, all transactions on both personal and corporate accounts must be reported. The second report is called a tax template. This report summarizes the business-related transactions from the general ledger. The tax template is still in a raw data format, but it is sorted as per the Income Tax Act expense headings. The bookkeeper has been trained and works with the tax expert on a frequent and ongoing basis to ensure the information they sort and label is both complete and defendable against a CRA audit. Number 2, the bookkeeper must confirm that all sources of revenue and expenses are being reported. For example, if you only look at your receipts, you will miss some of the expenses that can only be found on the bank and credit card statements. If you only use credit card and bank statements, and you make sales or purchases with cash, you will not report the income or expenses that don't appear on the statements. So you must understand your actual incoming and outgoing transaction types and where they will be recorded. Number 3, the bookkeeper updates both reports monthly and communicates with the decision maker of the company. While this is not as vital to the operations of a self-employment firm as it is to a corporation, every year we hear from self-employed people that left their bookkeeping to March or April and realized they are not familiar enough with the tax rules to safely pull the business expenses out of their statements, and they always underestimate how much time this actually takes. It is best to think of bookkeeping like brushing your teeth. If you only brush your teeth the night before your annual dental visit, you soon won't have any teeth. Replace the word teeth with cash and you get the idea. You can't try to record and remember the tax rules once a year and expect to win this game. It doesn't work this way. Short but frequent and repetitive exposure to the rules and reports is the safest way to reduce your tax burden. For corporations, this monthly update is vital as a corporation is a separate legal entity from its owners. A corporation's activities need to be monitored and recorded monthly. The corporation's cash flow, how it pays the shareholders, how it pays its suppliers, needs constant supervision and guidance at the best of times. 2020 saw the combination of an inexperienced but highly active Prime Minister who believes it benefits the country to change tax laws monthly during a government-forced economic shutdown. This creates an environment where you need someone to monitor your company's spending patterns and make suggestions in real time. Number 4, do you know the rules? Most people don't know there are 4 sets of bookkeeping rules in Canada, and which set of rules you must use depends on your company's configuration. Self-employed versus corporation versus commissioned sales rep, etc. Each configuration has its own set of expense rules and forms that you must be prepared to fill. A bookkeeper will recognize the trend of your spending patterns and warn you of either expensive or undefendable behavior. Number 5, audit preparation. Your tax preparer will work with you to create the text response portion of the audit, what paperwork to collect, and guide you on what receipts are needed. But a general ledger must be prepared with most audit responses. This is not physically possible to create in the 30 days you must respond to an audit notification. Okay, that covers what a bookkeeper does and has to know to prepare safe and thorough books for you. Now let's look at the time required to do all this properly. Most people are not trained as bookkeepers and do not have the templates needed in the CRA-approved format. The self-employed firms that use a bookkeeper tend to have a few similarities. They usually have one or more of the following features. 1, they're busy with their business to the point where self-bookkeeping is mathematically impossible, that old 24 hours in a day restriction. 2, they have active personal lives in the form of children, religion, sports, etc. Another factor to consider is what is my time worth And what else could I be doing with that time? That question should be asked about every aspect of a life, really. Should I eat at a restaurant or cook myself? Should I get involved with this sport, club, religion, person? Specifically, can I afford the time to add this to my life? Bookkeeping is one of the services on which there is a cost-benefit analysis. On average, the person that is 1, self-employed, 2, has no children, and 3, has no salaried position will tend to have the time required to stay on top of the Green Financial Online Inc. monthly newsletters and fill their expense templates every month. Self-employed people with kids and/or salaried jobs simply have that much less time to do this, and they are the ones that tend to use a bookkeeper's services. For corporations, the use of a bookkeeper is almost at 100%. The reasons are many, but are mostly focused on the required time commitment to make the reports and the need for accurate monthly reporting. Customers at Green Financial Online Inc. get a monthly update from the bookkeeper regarding cash flow, missing information, use of the wrong account, etc. Prevention is worth its weight in gold. If you think you don't have the time now, wait until you see what happens to your time during an audit. I and everyone at Green Financial look forward to helping you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you need a tax professional or bookkeeping services to help you with your situation, please contact me at one of the following.